Hi, welcome to Love Saranghae with Peter and Andrea. In the next 30 minutes, we'll take you on a journey into the exciting world of entrepreneurship, relationships, and the secrets behind achieving that coveted glow. Are you ready? Let's go. Okay, here we go.
Welcome back to another episode of Love Saranghae with us, Peter and Andrea. Today we're going to do something a little bit differently with our skincare Q&A. We've had some customers voice record their questions. So we're going to insert the voice recording there, and then we're going to answer the question.
Wow.
So
we're getting high tech.
Yeah, we're trying to make it
Okay, so let me introduce the first question, and then Andrea will answer this one. So this one's a special one because, and I'll tell you why. So the very first question is from a customer, but also our podcast editor. So Emily is also a customer and a podcast editor. So that's very interesting. Emily D, her skin type is combination. She has a rosacea skin concern, which is quite common actually. We get this quite a bit. And she's at the premature to mid-mature skin stage, which is 30 to 45. So she's just over 30 years of age. So that's the skin stage that we're talking about. And here's a question from Emily.
Hey, Andrea. So this is my skincare Q&A question. So I'm loving my 5-step routine so far. I've got the cleanser, toner, serum, eye cream, and moisturizer. Over the last month, my skin has gotten more and more glowy and gorgeous, and I love it all so much. Normally, my skin is like combination skin, so like oily and dry, and now it seems really well balanced, so not too dry and not too oily. So my question is, what product would you recommend for rosacea on top of this whole program that I have? I think that's what I have in my cheeks. Do you have anything specific that you would recommend? And that is my question. Thank you so much. And I love my skincare, and I will be buying more and telling all my friends and family to buy Love Saranghae and Aurora Skincare. Thanks, guys.
Okay, you go. Andrea, go ahead.
All right. Emily, thank you so much for your question and for all you do for us, truthfully. So first of all, I just want to say I'm really happy that the 5-step routine has been working so well for you and that your skin is feeling more glowy and balanced and healthy and other things. Just for those who are listening in but aren't familiar, we have 2 5-step foundational skincare routines on our website that you can purchase. These are the 2 skincare routines that we ask you to start with. So if you're able to handle it, and the reason I say that is some people think 5 steps is just too much. But in this case, if you are able to manage the 5 steps, these are the minimum requirements that we believe that will significantly change the look and feel of your skin and the health of your skin. So the 5 steps are a cleanser, a toner, an eye cream, and then we have a serum and a moisturizer. And it could be the Aurora serum or moisturizer or the Saranghae, depending on your skin type. If you have more oily skin, if acne-prone skin, we suggest the Aurora. If you have dry skin or if you're more mature stage, say 55 and up, I would say use the Saranghae. And then you could also do some variation of both. I do the Aurora in the mornings, and I do the Saranghae at night. So the combinations are entirely up to you, depending on your skin concern, skin age, and skin type. But anyway, let's go back to the question. First of all, I want to talk about what is rosacea. So rosacea is a fairly common chronic inflammatory skin condition that primarily affects the face. And it looks like redness, visible blood vessels, sometimes small red pus-filled bumps. It can often begin with a tendency to flush or blush more easily than others, and then can progress to be more persistent redness that is all the time, and other symptoms as well. So some characteristics of rosacea are bumps and pimples, facial redness, visible blood vessels, thickened skin, but that's more in severe cases and typically in men. And then eye irritation, but that's not overly common, so we're not going to go into that here. So rosacea is mostly genetic, which means that it's not something that you can necessarily prevent through lifestyle choices, but there are triggers or things that can make rosacea worse. And so I'm just going to list those here to keep in mind.
So before you go ahead, so do you want to add a couple of things? Number one is that nobody really knows why rosacea occurs. You know, you could have two people in the same conditions, same skin types, similar genetic makeup, and one will have rosacea and one won't. So what we do know that the prevailing wisdom right now, though, is that it's linked to autoimmune disease or autoimmune inflammation. And so what you're about to hear from Andrea is really about, you know, if you have rosacea, it's really about managing inflammation, right? That's the key. So go ahead, Andrea.
Yeah. So some of the triggers that we've noticed are things that sort of make it inflamed or flare up would be stress. And I would say ongoing stress or something immediate and shocking to the body. Trauma to the skin, spicy foods. I'm sorry to say that for those who love spicy food. Alcohol is also another one. Extreme temperatures. So think really, really hot. So if you're going on a Bahamas vacation, that could trigger rosacea if you're not careful with the sun. And then on the opposite side, if you're going to Whistler, that cold temperature might also trigger your rosacea flare. And again, back to sun exposure. Sun exposure is a really big one. If you are going to be in the sun for prolonged amounts of time, we recommend a very strong SPF 50, mineral sunscreen, and try to avoid the sun. Like have an umbrella, wear a hat, try to protect your face from the exposure.
The most common instances of rosacea visibly is basically the idea of vasodilation, right? There's vasoconstriction, vasodilation. Vasodilation is simply the growing of blood vessels everywhere. Vasodilate, right? So rosacea visibly is your blood vessels dilating, getting larger, and showing underneath your skin because your skin is so thin and light or translucent. So a darker skinned person could have also rosacea, but you can't see it because they have dark skin. And so what you're trying to do is limit the vasodilation of your blood vessels, and hence all the things we just listed.
Yep. And then the final trigger that we found is certain skincare products. So high toxic loads on your skin don't do well. We recommend getting rid of all the toxic skincare that you have, make even body care, things that are not considered cleaner. I'd be very mindful of that.
Yeah, I think makeup is actually a big one.
Yeah. Lots of mercury, lead in makeup doesn't agree with rosacea. Okay. The products I would look for if you do have rosacea, and in Emily's case, she has the 5-step system already, and she's been using that. And it's helped her skin a lot. So that is, again, the foundational start, what we recommend that you go in at with the 5-step. This is in addition to the 5-step. So you already have the cleanser, the toner, the eye cream, the serum, and the moisturizer. The products I'm going to recommend are specific for rosacea and in addition to the 5-step. So the first one that I would suggest is our advanced pore minimizing and skin tone corrective with 10% niacinamide and 1% glutathione, or glutathione, however you want to say.
Yeah.
The main functions of the niacinamide glutathione combo is it shrinks pores, brightens skin, and restores and strengthens the skin barrier, which is what you want when you have rosacea. Then the other one that I would recommend is the one that will calm your skin down, which is what we want to do. And with rosacea, we want to reduce the inflammation. So our Calm and Glow Snail Mucin 96 reduces redness and inflammation, boosts collagen production, rich in antioxidant and natural antioxidants. It restores as well, and it's just amazing for skin healing. Mm-hmm. So think of, even if you had a cut on your skin, the snail mucin would be really quick to clean that up. Peter, you want to add something?
Well, yeah, we've just been using the snail mucin on our daughter to help with eczema, and it's been absolutely amazing. Nothing worked on her except for the snail mucin. A combination of snail mucin and our bioactive collagen cream on her body, and I think went away in 3 days. So, it has something, all the ingredients in that snail mucin, there's something in it that helps heal all skin wounds and just calms the skin right down.
Calms everything down.
Yeah. So the combination of niacinamide, which has been known to be an active that's used to treat rosacea, mild rosacea, not the severe kind, which needs something else, as well as the snail mucin 96, I think it's a really good combination. The other ones that you should be taking a look at is vitamin C, perhaps, because the antioxidant helps quite a lot with rosacea. There is one ingredient that is off the shelf, actually two off the shelf, that has been known to treat rosacea as well. One is azelaic acid. We're working on a product right now that's actually a focus on azelaic acid and kojic acid. Those two are off the shelf. Two prescription products that have been known to address rosacea. We haven't really tested it, but one's ivermectin, and the other one is metronidazole. So those are two that you should hear the names of if you go to a dermatologist. We don't have much experience in those two.
Right.
Yeah.
So just something to keep in mind with rosacea, it's really important to be gentle with your skin and avoid using harsh exfoliants. So no coffee scrubs, you don't want to be scrubbing your face.
Yeah.
Because your skin is already damaged in a sense. It's inflamed, and that will just make it worse. So protecting the skin from the sun is another thing that you want to be doing, even in the wintertime. And that's really crucial to managing the rosacea flare-ups. So I would suggest trying those two in addition to a 5-step. I'm just going to tell you where those two go into the 5-step routine. So your first one is a cleanser, a toner. Then you would do your niacinamide. And then you could include either the Aurora serum or the Saranghae serum as number 4. Then you would include your eye cream. Snail would be next. And then you want to lock all that in and protect the skin, keep everything in with a moisturizer. And then the last step would be an SPF if it's daytime. So that's the steps and where the niacinamide and the common glow would fit in. Again, always think thinnest to thickest when you're applying the skincare. And I think that's it. Is there anything else you want to add, Peter, to that?
No, I think rosacea is one of those really tough skin concerns that work for some, not work for others. Again, nobody really knows what the root cause triggers are. I really think that consistency and calming the skin down over time will really help quite a bit.
Agreed. And also looking at gut health as well. I'm a big proponent of gut health and making sure that your gut is in check, because that really does affect everything else. Your mind, your skin, your energy, all of it. So if you are struggling with chronic rosacea flares, it may be an interesting idea to get the gut looked at and see what's going on there.
Okay.
If you have any more questions, please definitely reach out to us. We're here for you, and we are happy to help. So thanks, Emily, for your questions.
Thank you. And let's move on to Abby next.
Okay, so for skincare question number 2, this customer also recorded her question. Her name is Abby H, and she has combination skin. Her skin concerns are just overall skin health and well-being. And her skin stage is premature, so she's under 24. So, Abby, thank you for your question. I'm proud of you for thinking about your skin and the wellness of your skin so early on. I think many of us wish we did that too. So good for you. Okay, so again, Abby recorded her question.
Hi, Saranghae. I'm recently introduced to some of your products through my mom, who has been a customer for almost 10 years. I love all your products. My favorites are the Bioactive Collagen Cream and Serum and your Snail Mucin. A friend and I recently had a debate on vitamin C. She insisted that you need vitamin C to make collagen, but that doesn't sound right to me. Is she right? Can you shed some light on this argument? Thank you, Abby.
And Peter, do you want to answer?
Yes, I will answer this question. Hello, Abby. Nice to meet you. And this is a very, very interesting question. It's a biochemistry question, and one that should tickle the fancy of true skincare enthusiasts and lovers everywhere. So thank you for asking this question, and I am very happy to elaborate. So in short, your friend is correct. Vitamin C, Vitamin C, amongst other things, it is a very well-regarded antioxidant, but is also essential for collagen synthesis because it acts as a cofactor for two enzymes that help stabilize and cross-link collagen fibers. So these two enzymes are called prolyl hydroxylase and lysyl hydroxylase. So these two enzymes are essential for actually creating and stabilizing collagen. So I'll explain how that works. So collagen is a protein, right? And it's 30% of our entire body. So it's the most abundant protein in our body. And it's made up of three intertwined protein chains that are flooded with amino acids, proline and lysine. And they stabilize the bricks. So think about stabilizing bricks in a wall, right? The biochemical process needed to make this happen requires vitamin C. So it's kind of like, it's a bit confusing, but vitamin C maintains iron in its reduced state, which is necessary for the enzymes to function. So, by the way, hydroxyproline that increases collagen's thermal stability by strengthening hydrogen bonds in the triple helix structure. And hydroxylysine is essential for cross-linking collagen molecules, making the fibers strong and durable. Okay, so that's kind of like how that works. Without vitamin C, the reactions to make those two molecules fail, which leads to the unstable collagen that disintegrates. So it'll build and fall, right? So confusing. It's science. Let me make it a little bit more clear. So the next question, or the last question then, is this. Do we need topical vitamin C to make this happen, or does just eating oranges or foods with vitamin C enough? So do we have to do something topical, or do we just eat great food and be done with it?
Right.
If you can get enough vitamin C through dietary means, it should be adequate to support the formation of hydroxyproline and hydroxylysine, the two things we just talked about, in addition to providing other benefits like wound healing and overall skin health.
Yeah.
However, there's a research paper about Oregon State University, and what they found is that we lose the capacity to maintain proper vitamin C concentrations in our epidermis and dermis as we age. So when we're
collagen.
Yeah, so when we're young, we can actually take the vitamin C and leave concentrations of it in our skin. As we get older, the ability to have that vitamin C, therefore the collagen synthesis, decreases. So the same paper also states that topical vitamin C in only pure L-ascorbic acid form works better than taking oral vitamin C supplements. So,
Interesting.
Topical vitamin C, in this particular case, works better than having vitamin C supplementation.
Especially as you age.
Especially as you age. And it's only effective, the funny thing is, or the most interesting thing is, it is only effective in its pure L-ascorbic acid form between 20 to 25%. So if you see ingredients like derivatives, ascorbyl palmitate, ascorbyl phosphate, acetate, they are stable derivatives of vitamin C. They are not as effective because they don't get absorbed as efficiently as pure L-ascorbic acid. The reason why companies will use these derivatives of vitamin C instead of pure L-ascorbic acid is because it's more stable. So ascorbic acid is unstable in its original form, and it will oxidize really quickly, and it's hard to put it on a shelf, right? It kind of goes bad really quickly unless you stabilize it correctly. So that's the reason why a lot of companies will not use L-ascorbic acid. It's too hard. It's too difficult to stabilize.
We're going to link that paper in our show notes. So if you wanted to read more about it, you can.
Yeah, we'll link them there for sure. Yeah.
Hopefully this helps. It's a lot of big words in science.
Yeah.
Biology.
So in conclusion, it's this. Vitamin C is in its form, in its pure L-ascorbic acid form, helps our collagen synthesize and stabilize. Without them, our collagen will disintegrate very quickly. That's the short form. So it's very nice.
Hopefully that answers your question. So your friend was right. Hopefully it makes sense why. And just remember that L-ascorbic acid is the form of vitamin C that you want. The other ones don't do the same job that they're intended to do.
And Abby, I must thank you for this question because, I spend gobs of hours doing research on ingredients, and nobody cares about them except for maybe myself, Andrea, and a few others. So having the opportunity to share the knowledge and information we've accumulated, which is 95%, nobody cares about.
Don't want to know.
No one wants to know. I appreciate the chance to be able to explain and to give you that knowledge. because I've been dying to talk about
on
it.
science together.
I've been dying to talk about it. There you go.
I think we lost most of our listeners there, but
Yeah.
hopefully not. Hopefully not.
Yeah. Okay, good
everybody.
stuff.
Hope these tunes were helpful to you. And if you have other questions, as always, please write in or DM them to me, or now you can voice note them to me. And we would love to feature you on our next Q&A.
Excellent. Take care.
Bye. Thanks for listening to Love Saranghae with us, Peter and Andrea. If you've enjoyed this episode, leave us a review. Your ratings and reviews help more people like you find our show. Don't forget to subscribe so you never miss an episode, and share this podcast with someone you think would love it. Until next time, love yourself, love one another, and love the world.